Good morning. Okay, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I read where Taylor Swift is en route probably at this hour. They made a joke that NORAD is tracking her. That was funny. They used NORAD to pretend to track Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. So they said NORAD was tracking Taylor Swift. She may be there. I believe she performed last night, but with the international date line crossing, I don't do that on a regular basis, so I just can't tell you how that works. So maybe she's en route, maybe she's already in Las Vegas, but there was a time crunch, and of course she has her private jet, and we can click this off so you can see that it's 4,832 nautical miles direct to McCarran in Las Vegas from Tokyo, and I got Darkstar here. When I used a Dreamliner takes 9 hours plus or minus, and they may have some upper winds to help them along this time of year. They could have 100 knot winds on their tail, which would cut the time down. But definitely, it's an 8-hour trip. Probably can't do it in less than that. Could be 10 hours depending on the winds. They can do it non-stop in a private jet. They have intercontinental capability. They can do that in a non-stop flight on some of the modern private jets today, and definitely the Dreamliner. The Dreamliner can do it. The Boeing 787. So we're going to take a shot at it, and here we go. Here we go. Get Darkstar on here. I will. We're not using that one. That would take 2 days, and that would run out of gas. The other thing is Darkstar. I have the settings so I don't have to refuel. I don't run out of gas in any airplanes. You can do that with a simulator. And that's, of course, not realistic, but the kind of flying I do is not realistic. But it's fun to see the pictures and imagine what it would be like. And I don't see Darkstar is ever becoming
Tokyo Tower
real.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie ready for departure to the west at runway 22.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie wind calm departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 22.
So we will go ahead and lock this for a second. We want to turn on the lights, is what I say. We have to move the sun to get it light here, and we can move the light behind us. We can change that later. So we are taking off into the sunlight. Anyway, we need to, okay, we did that. Get that out of the way. Clear skies. ScramJets on. We don't need that on quite yet, but let's go ahead as long as we have everything positioned. And we need to move this all the way up. Full power. We take the brakes off. I think the brakes are off, and we will just hang on, put it out here, and we we have the afterburners on, so we're heading for 220. Okay, take this off. Here we go. Gear up. No flaps. We'll look around for
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie Charlie, continue for west departure.
Okay. And we need to come around to the east.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
And we see a Mount Fuji off in the distance there, just barely. We have to come around and get on course. We could have probably taken a little time, but I wanted to show you Mount Fuji. Got to get a look at that. And we're coming around. We're not breaking the sound barrier yet. Get in here.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, please acknowledge.
Okay.
Tokyo Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, frequency change.
And we'll get this up. We're up 16,000 feet. Put the nose down on the horizon. And we'll break through the sound barrier here shortly. Get on course. There we go. Head out to the Pacific. Okay, we just broke through the sound barrier.
Tokyo Center Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie is type experimental Darkstar 7 miles northwest of Romeo Juliet Tango India Hotel flight level 190. Request flight following.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, Tokyo Center. Squawk 0155.
So we'll look back at Tokyo, and now we can see Fuji in the distance.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, did you hear my last transmission?
And I'm not paying attention here.
Squawk 0155 Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
Down Tokyo.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie radar. Contact 4 miles west of Shimafusa, flight level 240.
Alright. And let's see here. See if we have to tell them, acknowledge anything.
Roger, Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
Okay. Mach 2. When we get up to about Mach 3, we'll get our ScramJets going. And we'll be leaving Japan post-haste. There we go. Now I gotta pull the nose up, kick in the ScramJets. There they go. Turbines shut down. Yeah, there's nothing that tells us how quickly.
7 Bravo Charlie, contact Tokyo Center on 124.1. Good day.
124.1 Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye.
Get on course here. Okay, now we're Mach 7. Get up to about 100,000 feet. Here we go. Getting close to the 100,000. Bring the nose down. Here we're at 100, Mach 9. Almost Mach 10, Mach 9.8. Looking good. Let's see what it looks like outside. Yeah. We're up on the edge of space. Looking into the sun. Wonder when we run out of let's see, we're Mach 9.73. Here we go. Our course is sneaking away from us a little bit. We can go over to the left to see if we can keep it. Oh, we're dropping down a little bit. We'll try 060. Oh, it's coming in. It's coming in. We're looking up here in the corner. 061 brings us back on course. Level the wings. And we're all back up to 100,000. Now it's going the other way on us. I'll put a little bit of right bank in, see if we can slow that down. 062 heading. So in reality, I think there's only one seat in this thing. In reality, with all ahead flank speed, a little nautical term I picked up while I was in the Navy 100 years ago. All ahead flank would use up the fuel on this in probably less than 30 minutes. But it says the estimated time en route for this aircraft taking off and landing is just about an hour. We'll see how that goes. We can go inside, and we're 062, and looks like it's coming back in. 063, it's coming back. So we can stay on 062. Should keep us on course. And we'll go in and see how much we got. 42 4,200 nautical miles to go. It shows that the course is sneaking away from us, so 063 is probably what we want. 9.84 Mach. So I estimate we're going 2 miles a second. Every second we go 2 miles. And the satellite, I may go 10. I heard 10 miles a second on a satellite. And the fastest any winged vehicle, aircraft that takes off and lands by itself with somebody on board is Mach 6, which would be maybe 4,500 miles an hour. Yeah, we gotta get around to 065. The course is sneaking away from us here. Yeah, get it over to 065. And we're doing pretty good. So let's see what it looks like at night. Yeah, see if the stars come out. They really don't show up. I can see some stars, but by the time we process this, it won't register on most, because of the uploading to YouTube. You really have to pay attention to keep this at altitude. I get to having 50,000 foot gyrations. I've had them worse than that. And let's look forward and see if we see the sunrise. No, we're not seeing anything. And if I put it that way, then I lose track of holding the altitude steady. Okay, I'm gonna see how that looks here. No, let's see. Yeah, we're right on the money. What we look at on the screen is the little round circle here on my screen, and that's the nose on the horizon. Shows us in a slight right bank, and that should probably get us back on track. I'll put the wings back level. Okay, we're down. We've traveled at least 1,000 miles, and we'll watch for this to start coming in. Maybe we're just paralleling. I think we're just paralleling. What do we got? Mach 9.89. Mach 9.9. In Darkstar, right at the beginning, Tom Cruise is going to fly the Darkstar experimental aircraft, and he's not supposed to take it in excess of Mark 10. And they just got word that he's going to they're canceling the program. So he'll never have another chance to go Mach 10. So he goes Mach 10, and apparently the aircraft disintegrates, but he somehow survives. Now we see it's going down a little bit, and we keep it coming around to the right here. Use a little back pressure. What I'm looking at is the vertical speed, this little line which tells you immediately whether you're going up and down, so you don't have to try to figure out what's happening here. So when we're neutral, it doesn't show any altitude change when it stays neutral. And of course, in modern aircraft, you have a autopilot to hold you at altitudes. Yeah, I think what we have is that we have the Great Circle route, and our I'll give it a little more bank here. Our heading is going to change because of where we are in relationship to the straight line from Tokyo to Las Vegas. They call that the Great Circle route. So while we took off almost 060, we're almost up to 070, and our course is moving slightly to the right. Excuse me, moving to the right. Let's see how we're doing. See if now that we're 9.88. Now that we're going nearly Mach 10, see if we've chewed up another 1,000 miles. So let's see where we are here. No, just 500 miles. And we got to keep it in a right turn to stay relatively on course, if that's the right word. Stay nearly on course. It looks like it's moving away from us, so we might have to put a little more bank in, a little more right bank, and make sure we keep the nose up in the turn, maintain our 100,000 altitude. It's actually a interesting shot there. Oh, there we see the moon going down, and you see it starting to go up. I'll see if I can hold it on altitude. Anyway, I can barely see the moon there. See how we're doing on the horizon out here. See if we're seeing any light. And we don't have to wait for that, because we can bring the sun up just like this. Just like that. See what happens there. Yeah, a little more. That's not what I want. Right there. At this altitude, it's not looking pretty like it does down lower. Let's see if we see Hawaii go by. See any little islands out there? I don't see any little islands. So we'll stay here for a little bit. 9.88. We're 074. Still not catching our course. We got plenty of time to do that. .075, so by the looks of our compass rose up here, we're paralleling now, so we got to get it to 076, maybe 077. Maybe 080. And we'll look back here. Look at the sun. And look out ahead, see if we... Oh, we would see it. We would see out ahead. We would see that first on here, if anything was going to show up. It would show up out there. So I think I said we'd put it on 080 to see if we bring the course back in on the right. There's a little island off to the left. Let's see if we see that going by. Yeah, just barely. Barely, a little island that right out there. And again, on your here, we'll go back in here. It's gone on here, but I can barely see. I don't know what island that is, but again, it could be Hawaii because there's several islands right there. Yeah. So if there are 5, I think there's 5 islands with Hawaii. Going right over the top. Maybe that's the big island. 2, 3. We're holding our altitude. Looks like another one right there. 4. Five. So there's the Hawaiian Islands going by, just barely in view. If that is the Hawaiian Islands, and again they are, we'll see if there's more than 5, but I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm just guessing at that. I could bring up my there we're on 080. I could bring up my chart. Oh, here's some more islands up here. So I'm going to have to look at what we were going by. Let's see what our distance here is. At 2884 nautical miles, and I think my we got the skippy skips. We're skipping off the let's go inside. It's doing a little jump in there. Let's put the wings level. So then I'll put in the description whether those, but there were too many islands. And frankly, they didn't look like the Hawaiian Islands. So I'll check that out at 2,800 miles to go. And we'll go back here, check out check out our, yeah, we're still taking a little bite back to our course. And that's probably, that here I've been 4 years, 2000 is when I got this, so I may need more RAM or something like that. My computer is not able to stay up with the speed of this aircraft. This is the fastest aircraft that I have. And we'll look out at the islands again. Whatever islands those are. Again, I'll try to figure that out, and I'll put that in the description if you so choose. And I'm gonna put it in a right turn again, ever so slightly, because we're now heading on course, which means we're paralleling. So maybe 083 or 084. Let's see if we put this in the night mode, and whether we see it hopping. Yeah, we see it hopping in the night mode. And maybe it will be able to process when we make the picture simpler like that. Or we just have turbulence up here. There wouldn't be any turbulence. So we're still at 9.88. This is actually the best I've ever held an altitude. Pretty much it's just a very light finger touch. Get your hands off the controls. Okay, we'll go inside and see if we see any more islands coming up. And we could that'd be fun. We'll just look and see how we're doing on the chart. We should be pretty close. There it is. Oh, we could have looked at the islands on there too. Anyway, you can see how we're paralleling our course to Las Vegas. And see that Las Vegas is about 500 miles from the coast. So, see here. We're 2,300, so we have to get a couple more 1,000 miles. Or 085. Yeah, we should maybe 090 will do it. We'll go with 008 087. So we should go across probably about around maybe north of Santa Barbara, going to Las Vegas. I remember flying out of Vegas to in a Cessna 205 to to Las Vegas in back in 1962, 63, and we flew a northeasterly heading, if I can remember correctly. Okay, there's 088. So let's level the wings. See if that takes us back on course. And so we've got a little hiccup in the program. My guru will get a kick out of that. He loves to tinker with these machines. Let's see how. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Okay, 090. Let's see how we're doing. Level the wings. Here comes the course back in. So I'll just keep it on 090. It's probably a little more than we need, but the course will keep moving. We could, by the time we go into get close to Las Vegas, heading toward them, maybe as much as 095 heading. It's coming in there. Yeah, we're down to 2,000 miles. Clicked off almost 3,000 miles. I didn't have my watch set, so I can't tell you how we're doing. 089? Yeah, there we are. Level that. Go back outside so it's not as noisy. Skipping over the ocean like a stone. Okay, we're almost down to 100 even. Pulled it a little too much. Playing yo-yo. Oop. There we went by our course. I'm going to just stay with this. 088. Here we go. It's pretty nice right there. Okay, let's see if we see any land coming up. So this could be St. Elmo's fire simulated. It actually, in the real essence, when I was flying the mail, it looked like electricity running over the window. The tips of the props would glow. You'd have a circle where the props were going, so it was pretty exciting. St. Elmo's fire. And they had that on sailing ships, the sailing ships in thunderstorms. They'd get things would glow. Of course, I wasn't on the sailing ship, so I don't know that. I didn't see that part. And we can go to 088 now, I'm sure. We can go to 088. Zero 089, probably pretty good. Yeah, we went to Vegas for the weekend, and there was a sandstorm, so we had to rent a car to get back to LA. And driving in the sandstorm, I don't know who decided to pay the extra insurance, but the sand actually took the paint off the nose of the car and frosted the headlights. Yeah, we drove. I think it's like 300 miles driving. So it was probably 5 hours. There were 4 of us, so we shared we had 5 seats. Maybe there were 5 of us. I'll have to ask Terry. Yeah, we can keep the wings level now. Yeah, when you're flying this and you're pointing out different things on the ground and wig-wagging the wings and punching all the buttons, it easily gets off of the pitch, gets adjusted. Doesn't take much of a pitch change to get this thing to have a major altitude change. But it isn't, if it were a real airplane, it would be that, depending on how much they had you doing besides the flying. But my theory is the X-15 had an autopilot. I know the shuttle had an autopilot, and the shuttle, one of the guys they were interviewing said they didn't turn off the autopilot until they got below the speed of sound. $1,300, and yeah, we're coming back toward the course line again. Put the right wing down slightly. Yeah, we got to get it to, look at, we're heading 093. Here's the heading. It's interesting how long it takes me to figure out what information they're giving us. This shows our fuel, which again I told you we've got our fuel set on just stable. So 1, 2, 3 tanks are empty, and then these other 3 just stay full. And of course we can do that because this is a simulation. Oh, here's the true airspeed. So we're truing out at 5,700 knots, which would be about 6,000 miles an hour, which means nothing. So with this changing direction, it seems like it's changing quicker now on the course from the Great Circle route. We're going to have to get it on 100 degrees. 100 degrees. And any time now, we should see the U.S. coming up on our horizon. And I'm guessing we would be. I could have looked at the chart and seen where the line intersects the west coast, but I forgot to do that. Coming around to 100 degrees. Thousand miles to Vegas, so that would mean that probably we got about 500 miles to the U.S. 5, 6. I said it was 300 miles driving distance, and pretty much that's a straight road. Okay, now we can level the wings. I'd probably leave them cocked just a little bit. It's our airspeed. Up on top, look, 9.87, nearly Mach 10, 6,000 miles an hour. See, while I was talking, jumped up to 102,000. Heading 102. We started off at 060. We're 30 degrees. Our heading has changed. Here we go down again. We stopped at that time. Yeah, unless you're flying, this would be pretty boring. That's why they probably have beds on Taylor Swift's airplane. You can just climb aboard, have dinner, and go to bed. Maybe watch a movie. 9 to 10 hour trip. I see some land here. There's the United States. And what was that? There's 7, just under 800 miles. So this is probably to the left there. Maybe it's up as far as Big Sur. Yeah, that makes sense, because when I see the contrails outside, I get people to guess. You can see the contrails off the coast, and they're almost over Monterey, and many of those airplanes are coming out of China, but they're also coming out of. So that's why we probably are going to fly right over Monterey. We might even be pretty close to San Francisco. Oh, I didn't think of that. And here we go, we're 103. And looking at this coast, I'll be able to figure out where we are. We could be north of San Francisco. And we got to get the lights on. So I can see. And we'll keep that behind. Let's see, we want it behind us. There we go. Yeah, here we go. It's a little early there. Let's look in here. Whether this is Monterey Bay, I can't quite tell yet. Yeah, we could be north of San Francisco. Yeah, I don't know whether that's Half Moon, where that is. I can't quite tell. It could be like Pismo Beach. See if we see the Santa Barbara Islands. Huh. Oh, I know. We could bring this up and see where we are. Yeah, Fortuna. Oh, that's Arcata. That's Eureka down there. Wow. Wow. Look at that. So that was Humboldt Bay right there. Yeah. That's Eureka right there in Humboldt Bay. Oops. Then I flew out of Arcata, which was right about in there. Flew the mail down to San Francisco. So we can't quite see San Francisco, so we're north of San Francisco. I better pay attention here, because we're going to have to start coming down. Wow. That's amazing. Oh. So we see if we go over Tahoe. See if I spot Lake Tahoe here. Maybe. That's Lake Tahoe. Right there.
Wind, calm. Visibility, 9er.
Yeah, right over.
Sky condition, clear.
And then Reno.
Temperature, 15 Celsius. Dew point, 13 Celsius.
Yeah, that's
Altimeter
Lake Tahoe.
Oscar 02,
Lake Tahoe right there. And Reno just off to the left.
Wind, calm.
Maybe
Visibility,
Carson City.
9er. Sky condition,
And
clear.
then I gotta
Temperature, 15 Celsius.
change this.
Dew point, 13 Celsius. Oscar 02, automated weather observation. Oscar 02, automated weather observation, 0000 Zulu. Wind, calm.
Tokyo Center Experimental
Visibility,
527
niner.
Bravo Charlie flight level
Sky
1305.
conditions, clear. Temperature, experimental 527. Bravo Charlie, Tokyo Center radar contact, continue. Altimeter 2992. Oscar 02, automated weather observation, 0000 Zulu.
Tokyo Center
Wind,
Experimental
calm.
7 Bravo Charlie cancel
Visibility,
flight follow.
niner. Sky condition, experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, temperature, center, cancellation received. Dew point, 1300. Altimeter 2992.
There we go. And we'll see Las Vegas coming in down here. Let's see how many miles we got. Got 200 miles to go. And through all that, looking around and everything, we're up to 136,000. Now we'll look back at Mono Lake, maybe. Lake Tahoe's gone. We can see out to the coast there. Maybe it's Monterey Bay out there. And we're probably over restricted area, but we're too high to make any difference there. And when we get down to 100 miles, which is, we're getting pretty close here, shut everything off. Start down. Let's see if we're coming down. Yeah, we're coming down now. Yeah, we're telling you we're gonna come in just north of Santa Barbara. Yeah, that explains why I see aircraft going by Monterey to LA. To LA, you see, and with Las Vegas 300 miles inland, you have to come ashore right over Eureka. Eureka is about 300 miles north of San Francisco. That was fun. We're back down to 100,000 feet. We can kind of let it come down. And we're 62, so we can shut down the ScramJets. Shut down the ScramJets. Come back on the power. Okay. And let's see if we're going to see Las Vegas here. I should be able to start seeing Las Vegas. And we'll move this up. Mach 5, we'll get it down to, oh, here comes Las Vegas. We're going to get out the spoilers. And this could be Vegas down here. Possibly it was handcrafted. And Lake Mead is going to be just to the left. We passed Las Vegas. Las Vegas, we just went over, right over. We're right over McCarran right now. So, and we'll go back around and go over Lake Mead, down to 50,000 feet. Look out to Lake Mead, right there. We're right over it. Zoom out. Oh, look at we can see the right off the cockpit there. We can see Hoover Dam and then the Tillman Bridge right there. You used to go go drive right over the dam. Can't have that anymore. Somebody might use a bomb. Okay, 44,000 feet. Yeah, so that's been handcrafted as a reason, but that's showing up like that. And we'll go back out, figure out where Las Vegas is. Be up to the north there a little bit. I see an airport right there, but that's not it. And we'll come around. Where are we? Our altitude 34,000. So we're heading west. That should do it. Let's see here. We put the sun in the east. Get it out of our eyes. Yeah, now we can see. And we'll look over at the dam right there. There's a dam and Tillman Bridge. And where are we? 16,000. Go ahead and take that off. Get in behind here. And get ready to land at McCarran Field. Yeah, I think I see McCarran right there. That's right there, I believe. I'll just put this on. Yeah, go ahead right for it. Yep. And let's see, we're going to call Las Vegas. McCarran.
Las Vegas Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie is 14 miles east, 7,500 feet with Mike to land.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, Las Vegas Tower. Altimeter 29.9, wind calm, fly straight in runway 26 right.
We're all set there, 26 right.
Make straight in runway 26 right, Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
We should be heading 26. 258 was almost 26. Land on the right. And we are 258. We'll put the gear down. And we'll get a little closer. You see the runway there in the distance. See the downtown sharpen up.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, wind calm, clear to land runway 26 right.
Clear to land runway 26 right, Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
A little slow. And we'll back out a little bit. See if our wheels are down. Yeah, wheels down. Speed is better. There we go.
Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, exit runway when able. Experimental 7 Bravo Charlie, contact ground on 124.4.
They'll probably have an escort for us, so we'll just pull straight in.
.4 experimental 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye.
Now we'll go straight in. Looks like we have somebody over in here. Let's go to the general aviation hangar. There we go. Let's pretend he's got a golf cart there for her. Take her right to the stadium. Thanks for watching. We'll go in here and just shut things down so we don't blow anybody over. And thanks for riding along on Air Chance and simulating Darkstar delivering Taylor Swift to the Super Bowl. Take care.